Are you looking for a school that nurtures your child's academic, spiritual, and personal growth? Andalusia Academy International School, where your child's future is our priority. We offer comprehensive education levels, kindergarten, Pearson I Primary Certificate, secondary and Pearson IGCSE certificates.
We are a school that emphasizes in the Deen and Dunya. It's integrated in that on the side of Islamic studies, we have Quran, we have Hadith, we have Arabic. And then of course in the secular side, we have all the subjects.
We focus on student-centered learning, where we engage our students in different levels. Other than that, we have very innovative teachers who help to cultivate creative thinking, problem solving, which are very, very key skills in our learners, not only in school, but also for their future.
Hello everyone, my name is Aisha Mohammed and I'm a student under Andalusia International School. I've been here for the past 5 years and I'm in year 11 right now, and my experience in this school so far has been amazing.
Admissions are available. Visit us today. We are located in Nairobi, South Sea, Andalusia Academy International School, where your child's future is our priority.
Good afternoon. This is Smart Learning at Andalusia Academy on HorizonTV. I'm Teacher Percy, your teacher of mathematics. In our previous session, we learned about equations of the straight line. Equations of a straight line. A quick review of what we did in our previous session. We said that you can plot 2 points on a Cartesian plane. Remember, this is your x-axis, or the line y equals to 0. And this is your y-axis, or the line x equals to 0. And I explained why we have those equations. Now, what we learned is that if I have my point A with coordinates 2, 3, the 2 is the x value and the 3 is the y value. I can also plot another point B, which is say -4, -1. So you are able to plot or locate a point on the Cartesian plane in 2 dimensions. I can also join this line, these 2 points, by a line segment. Now, we also learned that if I want to locate the midpoint of this line segment AB, let's say it's point M with coordinates x and y, how do I get my x and how do I get my y? My x is going to be equals to x1 plus x2 over 2, and my y equals to y1 plus y2 over 2. So what you need to just locate is that you can call this one your x1, y1, and this is your x2, y2. That's what we learned. We also learned that we can get the length of our line segment AB by using the Pythagoras theorem. So if this is our line segment AB, we can complete a right angle triangle. This becomes my x1, y1, and this is my x2, y2. And the Pythagoras theorem says that if this is our C, this is our B, and this is our A, our square of C squared will be equals to A squared plus B squared. Now, to get the line segment means I have to take the square root. So, generally, therefore, what we are going to have is that we say the modulus of AB, which means the length of the line segment AB, is given by the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. And in our last session, we also said that apart from getting the midpoint, the length, we could also get the slope or gradient. slope. The slope is a measure of the ratio at which we move upwards against across, which means we need to know the change in y against the change in x. So our slope m was given by y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now, we also went ahead to get the equation of a straight line. So there were two methods we used. One, if I draw a straight line that you have here your x1, y1, and x2, y2. Remember, the gradient of a straight line is the same along the line. It doesn't change. So it means that I could have a point here with coordinates x and y, which I could use for getting the gradient. So for example, I know my y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 is your gradient. Let's give it a value like we got is equals to 2. And one of this point is 2, 3, and this one is 5, 4. It means that instead of using these 2 points, I could use any of these 2 points now to get the gradient. Now, if our gradient was, let's get the exact one, instead of saying it is 2, it will be 4 minus 3 over 5 minus 2, which gives me 1 over 3. So, what we are saying is that instead of using these 2 points, I could use this and that to get the gradient. So, using the point here, xy, and 4, 3, and our gradient was 1 over 3, we said we can say that y minus 3 over x minus 4 should equals to 1 over 3. Then I cross multiply by x minus 4, multiply by x minus 4, this one will go. So I'll get my y minus 3 equals to 1 over 3 x minus 4 over 3. Then I take this one to the other side. My y equals to 1 over 3x minus 4 over 3 plus 3. You can write it 3 over 1. So we are going to get the LCM, which is 3. So as an equivalent fraction, we are going to write 1 over 3x minus 4 over 3 plus 9 over 3. And finally, we get y equals to 1 over 3x plus 5 over 3. This will be our equation. And we also say that we can write this one as the standard form in the form of ax plus by equals to c, which means we have to multiply everything by the denominator. So if I multiply everything by 3, I'll get my 3y equals to x plus 5. So I'll now take this x there, I'll get 3y minus x equals to 5. I could also take this 5 there, I get 3y minus x minus 5 equals to 0. So this is the way of finding equation of a straight line. Now, there are different ways we can express the equation of the straight line. But first of all, I have to introduce the ordinate intercepts. It means where will your line cut the y-axis and the x-axis. Let's have our point here. Now, let's say this is a point 0, negative a. Unfortunately, I've put it so small, so I'll have to extend this one so that you can see it clearly. Let's have another line here. This way, it will be better. So this will be my point A, 0, because the y value here is 0. And this one will be 0, B. So the y-intercept is where the straight line will cut the y-axis. and the x-intercept is where the straight line will cut the x-axis. So we could use this one to get the gradient. So our gradient is going to be equals to b minus 0 over 0 minus a. This one is going to be our gradient. So it means I'm going to have minus b over a. So now if I have a point here, xy, I can use this one to get the equation of the straight line using the intercepts to get the gradient. We can still find the equation of the straight line. So this is what we did. Now, in today's session, we are going to go a little further and look at how to get equation of parallel lines. Now, what do we know about parallel lines? Let me draw two lines which are parallel. This is my L1. This is my line 1, and this is my line 2. So L1 is parallel to L2. So what do we know about parallel lines? One, they are equidistant, which means that the distance from here up to here, the distance from here up to here will never change, which means these two lines will never meet. And if they are equidistant, it means that the same ratio you go across and the same ratio you go up will be the same, which means the gradient of the two lines will be the same. So if the gradient here is m1 and this is m2, it means that m1 equals to m2, right? So that is the relationship of the equation of two lines or three lines which are parallel. They must have the same gradient. Now, what type of questions come when they are asking about equations of parallel lines? The first thing they will do, they will give you, let's say, two coordinates of line 1. Let's say line 1 passes through the points 2, 5 and 3, 8. We can get the gradient, which means our m1 is equals to 8 minus 5 over 3 minus 2, which will be 3 in this case. Now, since they are parallel, it means the gradient of line 2 will also be 3. Now, they will tell you to find the equation of line 2 by giving a point through which line 2 will pass. So let's say our L2 passes through the point -1, -2. So since I already know the gradient, I can just use my y minus 2 equals to, the gradient is 3x minus 1. So this becomes y plus 2 equals to 3x. This becomes positive plus 3. Then I take 2 to the other side, y equals to 3x plus 3 minus 2, which is y equals to 3x plus 1. That is the equation. If you look at the two equations, the only difference where we shall have is where they will cut the x-axis and the y-axis. So the ordinate intercept will be different, but the gradient will be the same. The form of the equation will be the same, only they will differ here. Now, they could also give you the equation of L1. Let's say I have 2x plus 3y equals to 12. This is the equation of L1. Now, they say L2 passes through another point, B, which is 4, 6. And you are supposed to find the equation of L2. Now, here we have to rearrange the equation in the form of y equals to mx plus c so that we can get the gradient. So what I'll do is I'll take 2x to the other side. So I'm going to have 3y equals to minus 2x plus 12. When I divide every side by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3, I get my y equals to minus 2 over 3x plus 4. Now from here, of course, my gradient is negative 2 over 3. And once I have my gradient negative 2 over 3, I can now use these points to get the equation of the second line, which is our L2. So we shall just say 6. We use now the other way. We say we can use y equals to mx plus c. So we are going to find the value of c instead of using this formula. Now, if this line passes through 4, 6, it means that this point must satisfy the equation of y equals to mx plus c. So our y is 6, so it's going to be equals to the gradient, which is negative 2 over 3. And then the x value is 4 plus c. So we are trying to find the y-intercept. So 6 equals to, this is negative 6 over 3 plus c. Then I take this one here, 6 plus 6 over 3 equals to c. And writing equivalent fractions, I'm going to have, this is 18 over 3 plus 6 over 3 equals to c. This becomes 24 over 3 equals to c, and therefore my c equals to 8. Then I can now write the general equation where I will have y equals to minus 2 over 3x plus 18. Now, that is how you can get equations of lines which are parallel. Either they give you 2 points on line 1 where you have to get the gradient, or they give you the equation of line 1 which you have to rearrange the form of y equals to mx plus c, get the gradient, and use the gradient to find the equation of L2 because the two gradients are the same, or the two slopes are the same. Now, in our today's next part of the lesson, we are going to look at the equation of perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines meet at 90 degrees. So I'm going to have this Cartesian plane. Say if this is my line L1, then I must draw a line so that they meet at 90 degrees. This is my L2. So what are the properties of two perpendicular lines? Apart from meeting at 90, the product of their gradients, let's say the gradient here is M1 and this one is M2, the product of their gradients equals to -1. So our M1 times M2 equals to -1. So once I get the gradient of line 1, what I need to do is to multiply it by the gradient of L2, equate it to -1 in order to get the gradient of L2. As an example, let's say our M1 is equals to 2/3. So we know how to get the gradient because if you are given the points of L1, 2 of them, we can get the gradient, or the equation of L1, we can rearrange and get the gradient. So in this case, we have our gradient is 2 over 3. So how do we get the gradient of L2? What we do here is we have 2 over 3 times M2 should equals to -1. So cross multiply by 3, which means we are going to have multiply by 3 here, multiply by 3 there. The 3's will cross here. 2M2 equals to -3. Divide by 2, divide by 2, M2 equals to -3 over 2. Now there is something interesting which you should see here. My first gradient is 2 over 3. Now my gradient here is -3 over 2. So remember the 2 now has gone down and the 3 has gone up, and we change the sign. So when you have two perpendicular lines and you know the gradient of L1, you just flip the numbers. The denominator goes up and the numerator comes down, and you change the sign. So if we have -3/4 is my M1, what I do is I take 4 up and bring 3 down and either multiply by 1 or change the sign. So your gradient of L2 becomes 4/3. Then we can now have a point on L2. Let's say it is 3, 5. Now we can get the equation the same way we got the equation of a straight line, which is going to be equal to, let's use the intercept method. We are going to have 5 equals to our gradient here was -3/2, and our x coordinate is 3 times 3 plus c. So we have 5 equals to -9/2 plus c. Take this one here, 5 plus 9/2 equals to c. Write as an equivalent fraction, 10/2 plus 9/2 equals to c, and therefore our 19/2 is our c. So our equation will be y equals to -3/2 x plus 19/2. We can write also this as our standard form, which means multiply everything by 2. 2y equals to -3x plus 19. Bring this one here, 2y plus 3x minus 19 equals to 0. So generally, those are the parts of a straight line. But there are two small parts which are left. Let's say I have lines which are parallel to the ordinate axis. Remember here, along this line, the value of y does not change. Let's say this one is our 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, and so on. So we write this equation as y equals to 5. So any line which is parallel to the x-axis will be having a constant value of y, but a changing value of x. So we can write it as y equals to 5, or generally we can write y equals to k, where k could be positive or negative. For example, if the line is below here. And finally, if we have a line parallel to the y-axis, let's say this one is x equals to a, because along this value, along this line, the value of y will change, but the value of x will remain the same. So you can be able to write different type of equations for different lines depending on whether, in this case, they are parallel to the y-axis, or they are parallel to the x-axis, or they actually cut the y-axis and the x-axis, or not. Finally, you must always know that if you have a graph or a straight line like that, know that the gradient is negative. And if you have a line like that, it means you are moving upwards from left to right. The gradient is always positive. In our final review about the equations of a straight line, in the exam they expect you to know how to get the gradient, how to get the midpoint, how to get the length of the line segment, how to get the equation of the line, and the equation of the line can be written in different forms. Either in the standard form, which is ax plus by plus c equals to 0, or our intercept form, which is y equals to mx plus c, or you can also be able to get the equation of parallel lines, or equation of perpendicular lines, or equation of lines which are parallel to the ordinate axis. Thank you for being in my class. I'm Teacher Percy. We meet in the next session. Thank you very much. And thank you to Horizon TV.
Are you looking for a school that nurtures your child's academic, spiritual, and personal growth? Andalusia Academy International School, where your child's future is our priority. We offer comprehensive education levels, kindergarten, Pearson I Primary Certificate, secondary and Pearson IGCSE certificates.
We are a school that emphasizes in the deen and dunya. It's integrated in that on the side of Islamic studies, we have Quran, we have Hadith, we have Arabic. And then, of course, in the secular side, we have all the subjects.
We focus on student-centered learning, where we engage our students in different levels. Other than that, we have very innovative teachers who help to cultivate creative thinking, problem solving, which are very, very key skills in our learners, not only in school, but also for their future.
Hello everyone, my name is Aisha Muhammad and I'm a student under Andalusia International School. I've been here for the past 5 years and I'm in year 11 right now, and my experience in this school so far has been amazing.
Admissions are available. Visit us today. We are located in Nairobi, South Sea, Andalusia Academy International School, where your child's future is our priority.